Hey folks, Keough here with a new training video for you, and on this video you're going to see me do a little bit of deadlifting. It was 6 days out from my last meet, so I didn't go crazy with my deadlifting, but I did want to go in and do a lot of submax work. So I worked at around 80%, which is 465, and I did 6 sets of 4 with it, and my focus with these pulls was to try and break it slowly off of the floor. Try not to generate a lot of speed, pull the slack out of the bar before I initiated my pull, and just really focus on having to work hard through these deadlifts. I feel like when I do a lot of submax work, I benefit more from it when I'm not trying to break violently off the ground. That's my pulling style in competition, but I want to try and pull. I know this sounds sort of antithetical to how you're supposed to approach a deadlift, but I want to almost try and break the bar slower off of the floor so that I keep better position and I develop some of those muscle groups that aren't really working too hard on the movement when I am snapping very hard off the floor. So I'm working with this new technique. It's not something that I'm going to transfer over to competition, but it is something that I'm using sort of as a training tool for this introductory mesocycle in order to try and strengthen my deadlift. For me, the rationale is similar to why somebody would do a pause deadlift, paused at the knees, or somebody would do, say, a deficit pull. It just makes rate of force development harder, and in doing so, it makes every portion of the movement harder. So that's what I'm trying to do here. It went pretty well. I was pretty fatigued by the end of this, but my rep speed stayed consistent. I watched all my videos in between my sets, and I felt like because my rep speed was pretty consistent, I wasn't going to stop before I did my 6 sets. Even though that's a pretty considerable amount of volume, I felt like the RPEs were pretty low. I wasn't grinding out reps too badly, so it felt about as good as deadlifting 6 days out from a meet should feel, which is not fantastic, but at the same time, I was able to survive the work, and I was never in any doubt that I was going to be able to hit all my reps. So, was very happy about that. Otherwise, I am doing a lot of different things in my training this cycle. I have just 12 weeks until Raw Unity, and I am making some changes. I'm always making changes in my training, whether my meets go well or not so well, because I'm always trying to get better. And one thing that I'm changing and I'm working through right now is I very recently decided to change my diet. I'm trying carb backloading, which I've never run before. I've really never paid any attention to nutrient timing, but I am going to do so this cycle leading up to this meet. So I'm going to see how that goes. I've been running it for just a few days now, and it's not dramatically different from what I was doing before. I'd say, again, the biggest difference for me is just nutrient timing. The other one is the amount of fat I'm getting in my diet, which is increased versus where it was even before this last meet. So I'm going to see how I feel there. I do really want to lose a little bit of weight. I was training before the last meet, I was training at around 160. I'd like to be training at around 157 for this meet. Make it a smaller weight cut and just make it easier for me to make my weight and recomp. I'm thinking that might be a little bit better for me right now. Anyway, keep checking in. I will have more videos for you very soon.